The Federal Department of Agriculture has declined to answer questions about the ship's fate or the welfare of the animals on board, while industry believes the ship is adequately equipped for the thousands of sheep and cattle they share in the frustration of being stuck in limbo.
To not come up with a plan over that period when the livestock were travelling back, that's the frustrating part, and still not having a plan now. There's two options here. We can unload these livestock and either re-export or process here, or we can re-export them on the ship, the place that they were going to initially.
Fremantle's Labor Minister quick to jump to the department's defence.
This is a trade that over and over and over again has produced animal welfare atrocities, a trade that has the mistreatment of animal welfare as part of its sort of week-in, week-out practice. I think it would be pretty rich for anyone to suggest that that's on the regulator.
The ABC has been unable to contact the MV Bahija's Israeli-based exporter, despite multiple attempts. Kason Ho, ABC News.
A man is drowned at Hobart's waterfront in what police say is a robbery gone wrong. Police say he and a woman were pushed into the water. Despite the best efforts of passers-by and police to save him, he couldn't be resuscitated. Two females and two males are now in custody over the matter.
Police divers search for evidence after a sudden random crime. A 27-year-old man drowned after a bungled attempted robbery.
This is a disgraceful and cowardly act that has resulted in a terrible tragedy.
The man and a woman were sitting on the water's edge next to Franklin Wharf when police say they were attacked.
A person not known to them has then pushed them into the water to simply steal a handbag.
It sparked a frantic rescue attempt. The woman was able to climb out of the water to safety, while two passers-by dived in, followed by 3 police officers. The man was pulled onto a boat, but tragically died at the scene.
A tragedy that will haunt the young female for the rest of her life, along with the family and friends of the deceased male, and also the 2 members of the public and the police officers that entered the water in an attempt to save the man.
Detectives spent today searching for evidence and are following a specific line of inquiry. Family and friends of the victim travelled from Melbourne in the wake of the tragedy. This is a very busy part of town. There's extensive CCTV coverage and multiple witnesses to the incident. Police say they're confident they can get answers for the victim's family.
The persons involved know damn well what occurred last night.
An attempt to bring closure to a grieving family. Adam Holmes, ABC News.
The Nine network has been forced to apologise to a Victorian MP after a digitally altered photo of her was aired on its evening news. Animal Justice MP Georgie Purcell says the image depicting her with more revealing clothing and enlarged breasts highlights how the treatment of women in politics needs to change.
Victorian MP Georgie Purcell is used to ruffling feathers. But it's Channel 9 who last night aired this image of Miss Purcell for a story on duck hunting, who's instead sparked fury.
This has affected me in some way. It could affect other women even more, and it should never happen again.
The image used by Nine shows the Animal Justice MP with an exposed midriff and larger breasts compared to the original photo taken last year. It's now prompted fierce backlash against the network, who in a statement said that AI or automation by Photoshop was to blame for the altered image. This did not meet the high editorial standards we have, and for that we apologise to Ms Purcell unreservedly, Nine News Melbourne's director said.
I'm not sure if I buy it. Imagine that if AI spat out a picture of Jacinta Allen in a crop top, they would have noticed that, but they don't with me.
Today, the Premier, Jacinta Allen, was among those to call out the doctored photo. She herself was depicted nude in a Herald Sun cartoon last year.
That's no way to represent any woman, let alone a woman who holds a position in public office.
These are things that would never happen to our male colleagues, ever, and I think that's the point.
It's not the first time Georgie Purcell has criticised the treatment of women in politics, with the state's youngest female MP the frequent target of online abuse. But today's controversy has also renewed concerns about how AI can be used against women.
Anybody who assumes that increasing use of AI is unproblematic, that it's not really a problem, has their head in the sand. I think we're on the verge of a tsunami, frankly, in terms of the way women are coming in for attack.
Forcing many into defence mode.